Upgrades in Nomad Survival can be one of the most confusing things for a new player, so I wanted to go over everything and see exactly which ones might be more important for someone that might be struggling, and which ones are the most important for you to pick up early on in the game. So for the most important, there's three that I want to really focus on. That's going to be EXP bonus, pickup range, and a mount, in that order. EXP bonus and pickup range are going to be the most important upgrades for you to get because these directly relate to how quickly you're able to level up, and leveling up is the best way to get extra damage in the game. You're able to get more weapon skills as well as passives, and this is going to directly impact how much damage you are doing. A mount is also very important because it will directly impact how many projectiles are being shot out by your weapons, and so by increasing your amount, you're basically just flat increasing your damage, and it's extremely good. Now on to what you might be looking for in particular. It really just depends on what you are struggling with. So if you're dying early on, maybe, or maybe you just are taking too much damage in your opinion, you want to focus on the defense oriented upgrades. That's going to be HP regen, defense, and retaliation. Retaliation is a really nice stat that as you take damage, whenever you stop taking damage, you're going to do this giant AoE circle of DPS that hits like a truck. It is really high damage, and that's going to give you some breathing room when you're trying to run away or regen your HP. Retaliation is very important. It's down here in the middle. Other ones like Invocation, Relic Rolls, and Bonus Relic, those are going to be really important when you're going for specific builds or specific achievements. Invocation and Relic Rerolls and Bonus Relic all have to do with the chests that you'll get from killing the map events as well as the bosses, and the Relic Rerolls just give you free rerolls so you don't have to waste your normal rerolls for these, and Bonus Relic is just an increased chance for you to get a second relic every single time you open a chest. These are very important when you get later on in the game. I don't think they are extremely impactful early on because you're not really going to be getting that many chances, and it's also extremely expensive in comparison to all of the other upgrades, so it's much more cost beneficial to go for these normal stat upgrades, as that's going to help you out immensely in comparison to these extra relic rerolls. There's also a bonus for coins if you just want more money, and this is a really good tactic for investing in yourself. Basically, as you increase the coin bonus, the coins are going to drop more frequently. This is going to let you upgrade things faster, so coin bonus is also a very important one to put into. But other than that, you really just want to focus around your playstyle. If you are a more aggressive oriented person, I actually recommend the defensive upgrades because that's going to let you last longer. It's going to let you take more damage. You don't have to worry as much about dying. If you're more of a defensive character and you really enjoy kiting and dodging, things like that, go for the damage, go for the movement speed, maybe knockback and cooldown. Those are all really important. And then other than that, if you're really having a specific problem, feel free to just ask below what you think might be the best case upgrade for you. It's really hard to pinpoint exactly because everyone has a different play style, so if you're having really particular problems, go ahead and ask me down below, and I'm more than willing to help you out. Lastly, the nicest thing about the upgrades is that you can reset these at any time and you get a full refund of all of the coins that you put into it. So if you just want to test out how impactful things are, you can just refund all of your upgrades and only put in points into that one. If you're having specific problems, maybe you're dying too quickly or you're not dealing enough damage and vice versa, you're able to just refund and reorient your upgrades. And this is a much easier way to kind of fix what might be your flaws in your playstyle by getting more stats. The last thing that I want to talk about is there are situations where you're going to want to have very specific skills not upgraded, and a great example of this is going to be the challenge number 2 for the first map. In this challenge, you gain HP by damaging enemies. However, you take damage equal to 5% of your max HP when you kill enemies. So this is one where you're trying to not actually kill mobs. There's a huge increase in mob spawn on the map, and you're going to be killing a lot of things. So one of the things that's very important for you to take out in this is going to be retaliation, because retaliation is the skill where if you stop taking damage, you're going to do that big AoE damage basically, and it hits for a lot. So in this challenge in particular, it's going to be important that you refund your stats and you make sure you don't level up retaliation. I actually also didn't level up damage because you don't want to kill the enemies, you just want to damage them slowly. So it's a really fun challenge, but stats can actually play into these things. So when you're looking at a challenge or an achievement, make sure you're thinking about your stats, what might be helpful for you, or what might actually be working against you in those situations. As always, guys, I really appreciate the support, and I will see you on the next one.